Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And first of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your patience with this reading. I did have quite a few people hitting me up the past couple days, but I really do feel like you're going to receive this in divine timing. Reading your email, I was like, oh, I completely know how you feel. Like, I'm bisexual, and I just kind of like, in the past couple years, recently discovered that, and I'm like in my late 20s, so yeah, that was kind of interesting for me too, realizing that I was like bi, and so I just want to say, like, awesome, like, it's cool that you're finding like another side of yourself, and like that I just thought it was funny, like when I read that sentence about you being like, well, it's a girl this time, I was just like, I know how that feels, because like sometimes you just like, wow, like you meet the right person and it doesn't really matter who it is, and it's really eye-opening. So all I have to say about that is, you know, just, you don't have to label yourself if you don't want to. Like, I kind of wish someone would have told me, like, that, you know, and I don't know if you've gone around telling people, like, oh, I'm having these, maybe I'm the first person you ever told this to, so I just want you to know, like, good for you, and, like, be yourself, and, like, just trust yourself, and you can do this however you want. You don't have to, if you want to come out, feel free to come out and like let people celebrate that. If you want to keep it to yourself, keep it to yourself. If you want to label yourself, awesome. If you don't want to label yourself, you don't have to. Like, everybody just, you know, you can do what you want, and that's what's amazing about it. You don't have to let who you are, your choices, or what you're into define you. Or the wonderful thing is that you can choose, like, you know, I read tarot, but it's my choice whether or not, like, I want people to, like, want to call myself a tarot reader. You know what I mean? But anyways, interesting. So I think they're telling you to give the relationship a chance between the new girl. I see that, like, there's something going on here. Like, the universe has got a plan, that's for sure. Like, calling in your soulmate. This means your soulmate's coming in. And I feel like that's part of the reason you had that breakup. You had the breakup because your soulmate's coming in. And sometimes the universe just drags you apart from another person, and you're like, why? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Even though there was a lot of feelings there, because I feel like it really was like circumstances that kind of drew you guys apart, but it was like a good, at the same time, it was also kind of a good excuse, because I feel like it was time for that relationship to end, because like someone's coming in, you know, and that's what happened to me and one of my exes. The universe just took us apart, and I spent a while like wondering about him and like what if and stuff, but then when I eventually met my husband, you know, it made a lot of sense to me that, like, everything happens for a reason. And I feel like there's a lot of healing that's happening here through these relationships. I see some family issues, like, in your past that are, like, really tough. Like, yeah, I do see it. Like, I see something rough in your family. Maybe you're not conscious of it. Like, I see a little bit of neglect, you know, like you were neglected a little bit by one or both of your parents or something. And, I see that, like, your ex, there was a red flag with your ex. Something about a red flag, in that they reflected some of that back to you. Some of that healing you were doing with your family. So, and that happens a lot in relationships, you know. I swear this one ex I dated was like my mom, like just like my mom. Like, everything about this person, it was so interesting. Looking back on it, I see like a lot of healing I did through that relationship on those mommy issues I had. So I'm kind of seeing like you doing healing through the relationship and for yourself. And I see that, like, you're trying to stay optimistic right now, especially because there's like this new person in your life, but it's just like really transitional, and you're in the middle of letting go of someone, and then all of a sudden you meet someone. And I just feel like you probably came to me for a reading because you and I have a lot in common. I tend to attract people my way, and we all do this, that are like going through similar things. We all help each other out, you know. I met my husband, talking about my husband again, literally 2 weeks after I broke up with a significant lover of mine. And it was interesting because, like, I was not expecting it at all. Like, I wasn't the kind of person that would, like, jump from relationship to relationship, but all of a sudden, like, you know, literally it was just love at first sight. Like, the universe just dropped him into my life. And so, I had to be open to love, but at the same time, I was also really scared. I was really fearful. I was, like, nervous. I was, like, paranoid because, like, I kept thinking that he was going to be like my ex. And so I feel like that's what's going on here. Like, this is very different in a lot of ways, because not just because she's a woman, but it's like a different energy. It's like the divine feminine energy. And so, I feel like like it's just different, and it's going to be good for you to heal. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards about your ex now. Oh. Yeah, I see there's a separation because of, look, children, like something going on with that, with the situation. And I see, like, something, yeah, I see the separation with you and your ex. I see that it's meant to be. Let me see if I can get any more cards about you and your ex. Yeah, I see, like, you were supposed to leave and like, leave it. This is a leaving card. This is the card that says, like, leaving a difficult time behind, like departing to find smoother waters. And I see that, like, you need to go with the flow right now and stay dedicated to your path. And your path is grieving. I feel like this is what you're trying to avoid. Like, you want to go back, or you want to, like, start a new relationship because, like, there's this grieving process that, like, you're running from. So they're saying the only way to get to joy is to go through the pain. And if you, like, run from the grieving, it's gonna find you. And so I encourage you to, like, make sacred space for this. I encourage you to, like, allow time for yourself to cry. Go out into nature. Notice how this picture's in nature. Go out into nature and, like, spend some time, like, going on walks at the park and, like, just attuning to nature and, like, letting nature heal you. I feel like you need nature really bad. Like, I'm gonna get some rocks. I'm getting you some healing energy from these rocks transmitted through these videos. I feel like that's something that's really important for you right now, and especially after a breakup, a significant one, because I see that you guys loved each other. That's why it's an injustice, is that you guys loved each other, but, like, sometimes you will love someone, but it's not meant to be. And, like, maybe it's not, like, your soul contract is up. That's what I tell people, because you're like, it's hard to understand the whole it's not meant to be thing, because you guys fit together so well, right? They were a soulmate of yours, you know? But the thing is when your soul contract with someone is up, it's up. And we don't realize before we come down here that we have these soul contracts with people, that they're going to come into our life for this amount of time, that they're going to help us through this thing, that, like, we're going to help each other grow, inspire each other. And then there comes a point where, like, your frequency and your energy shifts. You go to the next level, this person goes over here, and then your energies go here. Because two different energies can't occupy the same space at the same time. It's, like, not resonant. So basically, you guys are going different places, and that's kind of how it was written. And I see the soul contract that you guys had is, like, up. And so I see you moving forward to new soulmates. I see, like, the depression and, like, the sadness this is leading to, but it's very normal. I mean, this is like a death, you know? Anytime you experience loss or death, you're going to go through this transformation. But once again, it always leads to joy. And I went through a huge period of loss and death in my life, which is what ultimately led me to start Rainbow Harmony, to start sharing with people. Like, I try to remind people, like, it's always the darkest before the dawn. The most chaos happens right before your dreams come true. Like, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Like, these are some of my mantras, you know? And I'm seeing that, like, you're learning from all of this. Like, and there is change coming. Like, this card says two things. Like, you're learning, like, you're being mentored, you're being guided, and then this means change is coming. So, yeah, I mean, I actually see, as far as the grieving process goes, you're kind of at the tail end of it, is what these cards are saying. You just need to be conscious, like, really conscious right now, like, of your emotions. Like, be careful of addictions, like, anything, like smoking, overeating, drinking, sex, whatever. Like, just, you know, if you're gonna partake in any of those activities or anything else that you happen to be addicted to that's, like, unhealthy, that's too much, that's in excess, that's not in balance. You know, we got to think about balance, balancing it. I mean, I know there's a point when you break up with someone where you just need to hit the bar like every night, or you need to go out with your friends, or you need to, like, you know, just kind of let loose. But then there comes a point where you need to balance. And I see that's where you're at right here, is just needing the balance, needing to be authentic with your emotions. If you need to cry, cry. If you want to get your mind off it, you know, have fun, get out there, like, meet your needs. You know, ask yourself, like, do I need time alone, or do I really need time, like, around people? Like, really try to trust the natural flow of, like, what you need. And try not to run from being alone. You need time in solitude, and you need time in silence to process. So just, like, you know, try to make some time alone if you can. And if it's really, really hard for you to be alone, because I see that's kind of a struggle, like, go out into nature at least. You won't be alone there. And they're saying just be honest with yourself. You're going through a huge transformation right now. So just be open and remember that you're the one who's creating your life. And so you can create that this transformation takes you to somewhere amazing. You can declare, like, I'm going to heal from like this relationship I'm leaving behind. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to send him love and light whenever I think about him, and I'm going to move forward, you know, and I'm going to fucking take on the world. That's what I feel from you. I feel like you're not just going to be like a survivor from all of this. You're going to be a thriver. I see you thriving. I really see you thriving through this. So let's go ahead and look into the girl now. Your new connection. Oh my God, look. I am seeing, obviously, the chemistry between you guys, and there's definitely a strong magnetic connection here. So you guys have this chemistry. I want to get some more information. I do see that like, for one or both of you, finances and career is, like, kind of like an issue. This could also mean maybe you met her through your work or something. But I'm seeing that it's either that or there's some kind of blockage that has to do with the finances. Maybe, like, one or both of you is stressed about this. Maybe you guys are helping each other through this. I don't know. There's something with that going on with the relationship. But, I mean, I'm getting really positive cards, actually, about this connection. They're saying let go of control issues. I get this card when someone's like, you know, what's gonna happen? Like, tell me the future. Like, is this for real or not? And, like, sometimes the cards will, like, tell me, but sometimes I get this. And I feel like they say this, like, really sweetly and really softly and really gently to be like, hey, you know, let go of control in this issue. Like, there's actually, maybe there's, like, a miracle or, like, a surprise or, like, a little present or, like, a little blessing that's coming through this. And maybe, like, if you are all obsessed trying to control it, like, you won't be able, you'll miss it, or you won't enjoy it, you know? So they're saying be playful, just, like, let this unfold naturally with this girl. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And I feel the playfulness between you guys. I feel like that's exactly what you need right now. Like, this person is coming to your life at the perfect time. You're never alone. I see you making the effort. They're saying great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So, like, if you're guided to make effort, like, don't let the breakup and everything hold you back. You know, just go for it. And I see you needing to work on flirting. Like, you need to, if you really are into her, be playful and then let that open the door to flirting. I mean, I got the flirt card reversed. So they're like, go for it. I feel like this is like a go for it card. Like, go for it. Flirt, go for it. Good is going to come out of this. So how cool is that? That the cards are, like, really supportive of, like, your new romance. So let's go ahead and ask the angel deck anything else you need to know about your love life in general, and then we'll wrap it up. So yeah, I'm loving these messages. See, this is a miracle. Like, maybe we pulled the calling in your soulmate card because this girl you met is like your soulmate. Maybe the boyfriend you left behind is more like a karmic soulmate. Maybe someone that, like, you learned a lot from, you know, and you broke a cycle with that person. And I feel like you don't want to go back there and repeat it. It's your comfort zone, but, like, there's an opportunity for you to move forward. So they're saying allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to open up to this new person. And I'll be real with you, I don't always get that message. Sometimes I get the message, you need to pull back, you need to retreat, you need to spend time on your own, you need to have boundaries with this person. So I'm gonna be real with you, I'm not getting that. I'm getting like, flirt with them. Go forward, be vulnerable, be open, like trust yourself, trust the flow, like, you know, you're being watched over. So I hope that that message helps you. I'm like really excited for your message. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out.